Hello, welcome again to Italian Americans at Hillhouse High School, the secret societies of the 1940s. Today, we're going to be doing Act Two. My name is Gina Pettinito, and I'm a visiting scholar at the University of Cincinnati, but I'm mostly retired from academia, running my two businesses, Writing Your Way and Academic Women Reclaim Your Power. Oh, hi. Yes, I was expecting you on my way to school. The bus should be coming very soon so we can talk on the bus. Hey, here it is. My sorority is Phi Theta. How did I get in? Well, I know they were anxious to have me on there to get their academic standing up. It couldn't have been popularity in the class because I wasn't a very popular person. I'm an introvert. But I know another reason why they came after me to belong to the sorority. It was because we lived on Whitney Avenue and we could have our teas there. Oh, yes, we have really beautiful houses here. Just look around. Dr. Verdi lives right across the street. But it was hard when we first moved here because of the prejudice against Italians. The people next door who were English moved out. They felt the neighborhood was going down the tubes. And then before we moved, they had all kinds of rules. You know, my mother couldn't hang her clothes out on the line to dry. We had to use the dryer, which upset her very much. So, it was that kind of neighborhood. Even though my parents were born right here in New Haven, and my father is a prominent businessman, we're still Italians. My father didn't want me to join the sorority because he didn't want me belonging to an ethnic Italian sorority. He tried to fight against that prejudice by moving to Whitney Avenue in the first place. The teas? Oh, yes. We would have lovely teas where we would invite prospective new members. The members would mingle with the non-members and try to find out more about their families. And they would know about the scholastic or the school things, but to find out more about the families, where they were from, where their fathers worked. Through the teas, you got to know the different members. Afterwards, in the meeting, we would discuss the various prospective members. We would meet one night a week, Thursdays. All the secret societies did. And then afterwards, the KIP and ATP boys would come around and ask for food. I guess they get together and weighed which home they would go to. And they would often pick mine. My home is on the bus line, but several of the guys have cars and they all pile in. We girls don't have cars, of course, and of course, mom is always here. Dad would prefer that everyone meet here anyway. Meeting the boys helps me find dates. Several of the boys ask me out for a weekend date. They pick me up at the house and deliver me at the door, and we better say our goodbyes quickly because mom and dad will flick the lights. I never had problems finding a date for our big sorority dance. All the groups come, the KIP and the ATPs, and even the other Italian sorority, Phi Epsilon Alpha. Each of the groups take a turn holding a dance. This year, our theme was Fandango. We made the bids, we designed them, we had to find the printers, the one who would give us the best price for printing up the bids and making the posters. That's the one we would go with. And we would go to different halls and clubs. We had to sign on an orchestra and we had to get businesses to give ads for our booklets in order to pay for this stuff. It was a good experience taking responsibility, and they were quite successful, I tell you. Then we have our 2 weeks at the cottage. Last year was great. The boys have their own cottages and we all meet at the beach. Of course, there's a chaperone. Mrs. Leonora was last year. I don't know who will be the chaperone this year. Maybe Mrs. Proto, Emily's mom. I'm really looking forward to it. Graduation is right around the corner. And did I tell you I was accepted at Michigan State? Yes, it's really far away. My aunts and uncles think I'm going to the moon. I'm also the first girl to go to college. Well, here's the stop for school. Talk to you later. And thanks for listening to Act Two. I would love to read your comments on this series. And as always, please like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more, please check out my blog, New Haven's Italian American History.